Oh my, I've been sitting here for so long. When is Cat coming?
I know, right?
Ah, you scared me.
I've been sitting here waiting for him to finish my hair since forever.
Oh no, this is bad. What are we going to do? I can't be a respectable soldier without a fresh buzz cut.
Let's just find him. He's surely in the staff room.
Oh my god, he's an ice cube.
Did you hear that?
It's time!
It's that time of the year again! Whether you celebrate Christmas or not, every television channel in the world is gonna bully you into watching yet another bad Hallmark-esque movie where a career girl boss falls in love with a small town man and drops her aspirations to stay with that person because it's December. And now it's not even only on TV, it's everywhere. Netflix can't stop making Christmas movies. There are too many, okay? Enough to last a lifetime binge watching session. It's insane. Honestly, I do have to give them credit. I actually like the Princess Switch, even if I might be the only one to actually enjoy it. But in general, it's just the same cash grab movie made in different story formats. At this rate, I think we can all agree that it's not fun anymore. At first, yeah, it was silly. They were using the same tropes and all, but it's been years, okay? I don't know about you, but I'm tired of it. Just the other day, I was thinking about it, and this is how I got the idea for this video. I'm gonna make the most insane Christmas movie of 2024. Of course, I don't have the time or the money to actually make it, but I can still create the plot and develop visuals. Here's the game plan. First, I did research on the good movies and the bad movies to take out what we actually enjoyed from these. I thought it would be fun to put those overused tropes here and there, but I would have to either over-exaggerate them, give them a twist, or completely reverse them. Then, I get inspired by these elements to make my new movie. Okay, strap in because this is going to be a long one. What makes a good Christmas movie? Well, it depends on three things. First, we have what the audience must feel. You need to make them experience nostalgia. The viewer has to feel like a kid again, remember the joy of these holidays conveyed by the atmosphere of the movie. The best ones are mostly warm-hearted, comforting media, and give a general sense of hope. In addition, I've observed that comedy works better. In fact, a big chunk of these movies fall in this genre. It's a relief because I cannot for the life of me make a serious story. Next, it has to have a lesson or some kind of redemption for the main character. Finally, the movie has to have magical elements or just feel magical. I've also noted down musical. I think I've been a bit too influenced by what I'm watching these days, but hey, The Nightmare Before Christmas is a film musical, so I guess it works. I'm keeping it. As for the visuals, we can enhance the old-timey atmosphere with the color grading and by using textured artwork to make it look like children's book illustrations with paint and color pencils. Obviously, I can't do the color grading since I'm just fleshing out the movie, but I just added this to give more details of what could be done. I've also noted that there was way too many movies with the word Christmas in the title, so to make our movie stand out in the movie market, I'm not putting it in it. Moving on to tropes we're gonna use, but not literally. When I type in every trope in Christmas movies, I already find 3 articles listing 20 things that are always in these movies. Yeah, that's not good at all. 25? 25 same stuff they put in every movie without fail? What's going on, Hollywood?
You guys are in a crisis. I'm on my way.
Okay, so after some research, I've gathered a checklist of my own that would be used in the movie, and I actually checked out the whole checklist. So we have: a successful woman must choose between family and love and her career and aspirations. two leads have an uncomfortable encounter. Matchmaking children slash animal slash friends, single small town dad, dead parents, some kind of business financial problems, a mysterious guy, business parents that are too busy and get a character arc, conflict being around whether or not Santa exists, then shopping on Christmas Eve or on the day of the festivities, importance of Christmas traditions, and most of the movies centralize on America and American traditions. Can blame it, but a little diversity wouldn't kill. Before we jump into the plot, we need context about the setting and the lifestyle of the characters, so let's talk world building. The story happens in the fictional city Jollyville in the North Pole, a big industrial city centered around Christmas, where they work all year to make this holiday perfect for everyone around the world. I know what you're gonna say. This is very similar to the Christmas town in The Nightmare Before Christmas, which I did not realize at all until I reached the editing process. I'm so sorry. There you can find toy factories, bakeries, decoration factories, movie studios, and basically anything that manufactures stuff needed for this holiday. I will illustrate with paintings I've made for this story, so keep in mind, I don't paint or draw backgrounds that much usually. As you can see in this painting, we're welcomed by these cute little gingerbread houses, but progressively it becomes a cityscape with factories and more city-like houses. I didn't really like how that looked. When I added Christmas traditions on the bucket list, I realized they didn't talk too much about traditions in other countries. Since I had to exaggerate, that would mean I would have to include every tradition in the world, or at least a large chunk. Pets. Editing Sabrina here, I'm gonna interrupt this video really quickly to talk about a tradition that I found that is pretty unhinged. Comes from Catalonia in Spain. Basically, there's this wooden little thing, doll, and basically kids will feed it and it will poop out presents. And this little guy is called Cagatillo, which literally means poop uncle. Actually so funny to me. But yeah, back to the video. So in Jollyville, during the entire month, they would hold a Christmas market for the inhabitants, selling those little traditions. And I'm thinking we can have a little musical number where the characters would explore the market and buy stuff, so that we can mention some of them and showing some if they don't rhyme with the other words. And if that's not enough, it's easy to just put them in the background or make the characters interact with them to bring attention. It's nice for the kids to have a representation of an element of their celebrations, and if they're not familiar with it, well, they have learned a new thing. In this same city, the dream job is at the training centers to form the Santas, the elves, the reindeers, and other major figures like the Icelandic Yule lads or the Befana Italian witch that would go around the world to deliver presents. Because they're so loved by children and the citizens of Jollyville, they have their own parades when they launch their sleighs at every celebration date, starting from December 5th to January, depending on what country they're visiting. December and January are the most dreadful months for this town, as everyone is busy, as you can guess, finishing the last details before the start of the Christmas deliveries, since not everyone celebrates on the same day. The story focuses on Angela, the successful movie director who was behind the hit motion picture Solo in the Condo, and Love Struck for Christmas, which put her studio on a successful business venture where they would replicate the trope of Love Struck for Christmas on multiple other movies, following what they call the Angela formula, and so they kept calling Angela to make more of these movies. Our main girl is a hopeless romantic and a kind person. However, she doesn't know how to stand on business. She has difficulty saying no to people's requests, which is funny since she's a movie director. She has a great career set for her. She has her cute little house not far from her best friend Bianca Piney's place. She's healthy, she's pretty, everything is going well for her. However, she can't help but be desperate about having a relationship. She meets her Prince Charming Cole. comes from a small town and is a proud dog dad, but we will learn that Cole is not the person he pretends to be. Let me finally introduce you to the main characters and what I went for in the character designs. Additionally to the spreads I've done on my sketchbook about them, I drew them all together. Angela Engelbert is literally shaped like an angel since her name is Angel. Yeah, I try to always keep that in her silhouette. First with her main outfit, because as you can see, the cape resembles wings when she runs or jumps. I also gave her a crop jacket that is fluffy, like wings. Everything about her had to be soft, from her facial features to her color palette. I gave her cute blonde curls, bows, and some leg warmers. While I was looking for outfit ideas, I picked mostly off-shoulder looks and short dresses for her since I think it suits her build. But in the end, since she always have a cape and this little jacket going on for her, we don't really see the off-the-shoulder moment, but yeah, it's fine. A funny thing about her character name is that Engelbert means angel as well, so her name is literally Angel. Bianca Piney is a saleswoman, in fact the only one in her family business, Piney Trees. They're the best business out there since forever. She's a fierce, selfless, and loyal woman. Bianca has been best friends with Angela when her studio was in need of a forest setting, and so they filmed in the Piney property. They are both career-driven and support each other in their jobs. They match each other's level of dramatic, especially in their musical numbers. Bianca supports every action of her loved one, even if it means she has to push the delusional, which she does very often. In the movie, she's gonna try to be a matchmaker for Angela. You'll see the exaggeration of the characters the most in Bianca because she's literally a tree. Her hair and her clothes give that silhouette. At first, she was supposed to be named Ivy. Didn't sound good paired with Angela. Bianca sounds better. It means white and it references the snow, so I played with that and made her look very pale. I wanted her clothes to really contrast her complexion. At first I was going for a full-on green outfit, but I figured this would be too much trees and the lineup didn't look really good. Ginger! Okay, you can tell I've gone rogue on the names because Ginger? He's not even Ginger. Anyways, he's a teacher at the local elementary school and he's also the responsible for the school's carolers. They go around the city to afford to pay a hamster for their classroom. He's a silly guy that is really passionate about his job and education in general. He wears ugly Christmas sweaters to make his students smile. He takes his students after school for a little time to tour neighborhoods and sing Deck the Halls. I thought it would be pretty funny if the students never sang the right lyrics and just sang whatever they wanted and I'd fa la 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 at the end. He's supposed to be a possible love interest for Angela. In this choir, there's another character that is important and it's Bianca's nephew Felix. He's a playful, clever kid that is close to his aunt and her best friend that he calls Auntie Angel. They play a lot together. He wants his teacher, Ginger, to go out with Angela, so he tries to do some matchmaking here and there. But Ginger doesn't really get involved since she already has someone later on. Saved the worst for last. Meet Cole, the local himbo / love interest / antagonist. He's a dog dad that only dresses in fitted sweaters, plaid, and skinny jeans. He came to Jollyville for a quote-unquote new beginning. He acts just like the love interest in any Hallmark movie, except he's a little more self-absorbed. He's exactly what Angela had been dreaming of, and he's really considered to be Mr. Perfect by everybody he knows. He immediately is loved by everyone, even her parents, and ever since they met, he love bombs her constantly. And on top of that, he's trying to be a Santa. However, this is all a facade because we learn at the end that he was a toy maker that was present when they made dolls for Solo in the condo. He became infatuated with Angela and stalked her. I don't know if it's understandable visually, but I tried to separate him from the characters by picking cold colors opposed to the warm palette of the main characters here. I don't know what to think of it, so please comment your impressions or even advice if you have some about his design in the comments. As for some memorable extras, first we have the business parents, Mr. and Mrs. Engelbert, as well as the Pineys, Mr. and Mrs. Piney, and Bianca's sister Ivy. Then we have some strange ones like Mysterious Old Man, someone who goes around saying cryptic stuff to people like those one characters in Christmas rom-coms, except here he gives some really strange prophecies such as you will give birth to a reindeer. Editing Sabrina here, I'm here to add more extras, the elves on the shelf. They are like the agent of chaos in Jollyville. When they go in the training center, they pass by multiple gyms where everything is going fine. They're the Santas doing weights or whatever. And then they pass by the elves on the shelf room. And it's like this big unhinged mess. They're going batshit crazy. They are burning stuff. They are messing up toys. They are writing whatever on the toilet. They're just going crazy. Finally, we got to the plot. It all starts with an interview at Angela's house. She has her parents and Bianca over, as they also get interviewed about her introducing the characters and Angela's relationship with her parents. They are the typical business parents who inspired the trope to appear in some of Angela's movies, who are too busy to connect with their daughter. It cuts to her looking at the interview from one of the TVs in a shop. A musical number starts, where she's basically doing some shopping around town so we can see Jollyville and get introduced to the city. Angela sings about the fact that she wished she had a boyfriend for Christmas, basically, and how she feels lonely in her house and among people her age who already have someone. We then see her walk in the streets, the wind whirls and takes us to a toy shop, and people are singing about how busy everyone is in Jolly City and about holiday shopping stress. Then we see Ivy emerge from a fight with other parents over a toy for her son Felix. Bianca is pulling the card, thinking about what to offer to Angela, and Ivy asks for her wish list. Bianca pulls it up and it's literally just written boyfriend. The song continues with another chorus from the folks of Jollyville who sing about their city and the events, I guess. And we kind of fly over the Christmas market, the town hall, and some of the Santa parades. And Angela and Bianca meet up as the Befana Witch and Saint Nicholas, which is the Santa for the Netherlands, are flying off since it's December 5th. There's a bridge with some harmonization and it cuts to Angela and Bianca walking around. Bianca asks her about how work has been and Angela tells her that she's going to pitch a totally different movie idea and reveals that she feels like she's stuck creatively. She dreams of opening a studio of her own but doesn't think she can pull it off. Then they come across Ginger training his choir before they start knocking on doors. Bianca recognizes her nephew, Felix, in the bunch and they go say hi. Ginger stumbles a little on his words as he tells them what they're singing, so the children change the lyrics to Deck the Halls. They continue walking and end up meeting Cole. He's walking confidently in the streets with his cute dog. People are stopping in their tracks for this man, but nobody knows who he is. Angela and him introduce themselves to each other and Bianca is playing Wing Woman until eventually Cole gets Angela's number. The next day, Angela is at the studio about to do a presentation for her next movie production. The head of the studio is there, as well as some businessmen. She starts narrating this new story concept. The head then, when he understands she's trying to get off the usual lane, shuts her off and insists she has to make another rom-com or a sequel because that is what works in the market. And she depressingly goes out to grab her stuff. Suddenly she receives a notification from Cole, who asks her out. She calls Bianca, and I want to make a cool transition here to her closet. We see skirts covering the screen and then it appears to be the same color of the skirts and they pull off and it's a closet. But basically Bianca is helping her choose outfits and also giving her advice in a song, even though she never had a relationship with her. And around the bridge, the date starts and Bianca's voice echoes in her head and she tries to apply the advice, but it doesn't go well. Of course, it flies over the head of our local himbo, Cole, or Colimbo. I think there's potential for a goofy bop here. The song ends in a series of comedic mishaps where stuff flies around in the restaurant and Angela tries to catch the stuff. I haven't worked a storyboard to define this more, but I definitely will. Cole opens up his heart and asks her to be his girlfriend, to which she says yes, obviously. He invites her to see him try out to be a Santa at the training center. She brings Bianca and Felix because Felix wants to be a Santa and see them up close. Then he walks her home and she feels like this is a dream. It's too good to be real. Those are her last thoughts before going to bed. The next morning, she wakes up to the sound of laughter. She goes downstairs expecting her parents to be the only ones downstairs because she's used to them going to visit her. But she's even more surprised to find Cole there. It turns out he met her parents coincidentally while he was coming to bring her flowers for their 2-day anniversary and talked with them. She was happy that her new boyfriend got along with her parents. Another musical montage starts of them going on a date, doing fun Christmas activities, and Colimbo being clingy and treating her like royalty, but progressively Angela feels more and more like it's too much. She thinks about stuff that matters about her career, but Colimbo thinks about how they could run away in a cabin and stay there forever together, locked up. The song ends as Cole leans in for a smooch, but Angela excuses herself and runs away. She goes to Bianca's place and tells her that she feels like this is going too fast, to which her best friend advises her to talk to him about that, because maybe he didn't have experience and just got carried away. Angela hugs her and decides to send a text to Cole to ask him to meet her at the town center. Ginger ended the tour of a neighborhood with his squire and the children were free to go. Felix decides to go to a bakery but stops in his tracks when he sees Cole mumbling and looking all evil. Felix runs after him discreetly and he catches sweet Colimbo having his villain song explaining his intentions to his dog in an abandoned toy factory. He starts singing about how he was a scrawny, pathetic boy. He fell for Angela. She smiled at him once, and ever since then he was obsessed. Followed her around, learned about her interests, her family members, her habits. The next step to his plans was for him to change completely, to make her notice him by using forbidden toys, such as my first plastic surgery. Watching her using Furbies, lifting gifts to have a buff build, and finally revealing himself to the world, pretending to be a completely different person. Finishes the song by telling his next step, proposing and taking her to a cabin in the woods in the middle of nowhere where they would live happily ever after. And then he hints what he would do if she didn't comply by showing a bunch of large forbidden toys, ending the song. Felix tries to run away, but Cole's dog sniffed him and barked after him. Cole uses another cancelled toy to lock him up. Meanwhile, Angela is waiting at the town center under this structure. I don't know what it's called. Ginger sees her and goes to say hi and asks how she's doing. She ends up confessing how she feels about her and Cole. She had dreamt of someone like him since forever, but now she wasn't so sure. Ginger tells her it's okay to not want the same things anymore. Angela feels better and she made her decision. We see Bianca, her sister, and their parents going around town asking if someone has seen her nephew Felix. She asks Ginger, who just left Angela, but he doesn't know. She asks Cole, but he's triggered and just says no. Bianca and her family reach a police officer and tell him that they can't find Felix. He goes, "Hold on. I'm having problems with my talkie, I'm getting a kid's reception." They recognize Felix's voice. It turns out in the prison toy set, there was a talkie for the child who played the police officer and he picked up receptions from the actual police. Which actually happened to me. Like, my sister and I had talkies and we actually picked up police reception, so it is possible. Felix says Cole trapped him in the abandoned toy factory and they all go there except Bianca, who goes in the direction of the dome to confront Cole. Colimbo goes to Angela and they both say they have something important to tell each other. Angela tells him to go first and he proposes right there in front of every folk of Jollyville and is basically like, Quit your job, baby. We're going to a cabin and raise dogs. Angela says no nicely and tells him that she doesn't want to pursue this relationship, but they still can be friends. Cole is heartbroken. Bianca goes up to him, furious, and is just yelling at him for locking her nephew up. Angela is confused and asks if it's true. There's a reprise of his villain song, and an army of giant Furbies march to the market and town center and block the Pineys and the police officer who are rushing to go get Felix. There's this big mess of a fight. The toys scare some reindeers off and fly up a sleigh. Bianca, Angela, and the people who are not panicked try to get the toys wet. They all mostly work with microchips. I think it would be funny if someone screams the name of the said toy and then it cuts to an old commercial of the toy with real humans. Anyways, Cole and his dog are making their way towards Angela to take her away, but the sleigh crashes down on him. Straight up just knocks him out. And is trying to get control back of the sleighs. And Columbo is going to jail. There's a nice ending where there's a family dinner at the Pineys where the Engelberts are invited. And Felix invites Ginger trying to play matchmaker, but Angela doesn't get in a relationship yet, but it's hinted they like each other. Angela announces she's going to open a new studio, and Bianca offers for their business to be a partner to help her fund movies. The mysterious Santa is outside their window and is giving a narration to end the movie. And now I present to you the storyboard for the first minutes of A Suitor for Angela, voiced by myself, Sabrina's Masterpieces.
Find success.
Today we're interviewing the talented movie director, Angela Engelbert, known for her excellent movies like Solo in the Condo and Love Struck for Christmas. I'm your host, Jeff Peppermint. We're at Angela's house.
Oh, hi, welcome! Oh, hello, Mr. Peppermint.
You can call me Jeff.
Follow me, I'll take you to the living room. Please take a seat, Jeff. I got the idea for my latest movies while imagining what my perfect partner would be like, and then I was overflowed with these scenarios. It was definitely a change from Solo in the Condo, but the studios like the romance stories.
Have you considered branching out from the romance genre?
I did! I would love to. I have many other ideas.
My opinion on her movies, I'm not gonna lie to you. She's a genius. Her movies are awesome.
Although I do have to say they are wasting our potential.
Has Mr. Wood seen my new pitch? Oh, okay. Yes, I'm sending the next 20 scripts. Of course, I love my job.
Are we proud of her?
Of course we are. Angela said she based most of the characters' relationships on her own life. Do you recognize yourselves in the parents' characters?
No, I don't think so. The parents are either dead or business obsessed.
I don't like that at all.
Yes, he's right.
What are you saying? Of course I don't want you guys to be dead. It was creative directions from the studio. I take a lot of inspiration from my best friend Bianca for the voice of reason.
Did Jeff just let you go first? Oh my god, he's totally into you, girl.
You think so?
Yeah, go for it.
What? No, I'm not. You walked first to get the shot.
He's totally obsessed with you.
My go-to hot cocoa.
It's a perfect drink.
Don't forget to watch An Accountant for Christmas, airing tomorrow. Wow.
Wanna go for a walk?
Sure. So tell me, how's work treating you?
You know, the usual. Selling trees, lunch, selling trees. What about you?
I submitted my new pitch. I got an interview scheduled. Let's just pray Mr. Wood will like my new idea. He's been into sequels a lot lately.
What are you saying? Angela, you are great at your job. Why would he do that?
He hasn't listened to my ideas a lot recently. He's all about money. And we just never seem to agree. You know, sometimes I just want to open my own studio. I just don't think I can pull it off.
Stop saying nonsense. It's a wonderful project you got there.
Hey, isn't that Felix?
Okay, one more time. Just follow the lyrics on the pamphlet, okay? Yeah! 1, 2, 3.
Deck the halls, you're very smelly. Fa la 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 la.
Oh, come on. Do you want the money or not?
Was that Felix's idea? I'm telling your mom.
What? No, it's not. What are you guys collecting money for?
To buy a hamster for their class. They made half the money in less than 3 days.
Here, take this money.
Thank you. Come on, guys. Sing for the nice lady.
The teacher likes the pretty lady. Fa la 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 la. Alright, we're gonna let you guys finish the tour. Have a good one. This kid. Oh,
Who is that? Mamma mia.
a new guy in town? That's rare. Angela?
Are you alright?
Yeah, thanks.
Ask for his number.
No, it's fine. Here. Okay, this was long, but hopefully you liked it. Tell me in the comments which character you liked the most and your opinion about this unfinished movie. Would you like to see it? If you made it to the end, you really deserve a gold star. Thank you so much for your attention. Please consider subscribing to this channel to receive more quality content. New videos out every 2 weeks.
If you subscribe, you'll join the fish army and get a gold star for every video.
Okay, bye!